last night and just been moving nonstop. So even tonight after I leave here, got the boss call at 8 o'clock. That's gonna be another hour and a half, and then finally get some rest. Tomorrow's full day on blast. But like my wife always say, this is the life you asked for.
High energy, holy cow, you know.
Alabama wins every year with new players. It's a system, it's a process. And when you make a decision to jump into the process and fall in love with the process, y'all got a process in business. Does it work? You got a system. You follow your process and it works. The problem is you ain't doing it in every area of your life.
Kendall's obviously very high energy, does a good job, and I think it gives the folks to look at a different perspective. How can they be a little more well-rounded, whether it's work, family, health, etc. And I think it'll help people drive to get the results you're looking for.
My people didn't understand that work ethic. And the reason why I have that work ethic is because I came from some place that most people don't realize. I came from what they call broke. It's an arduous grind. I've been using big words lately. Yeah. It's an arduous grind. But I love it. Like this is what it's really all about. CJ told me years ago, like, money is gonna be the last thing that come. And it didn't make sense when I was broke, but now it makes sense. Like, you have to put the work in. The money is a result of the work that you do. Right, so I came from broke, and so my mantra this year was, I can't go back. And so my work ethic has always been above and beyond. One of the guys interviewing me, he was like, what is it that makes you go so hard? I said, I can't go back. I've been broke. I know what broke feels like.
I would definitely hire Kendall. It's money well spent.
Y'all remember the movie Taken? He said, he told him, I got a very special set of skills. And he said, it makes me a nightmare for people like you. Everybody in this room got somebody counting on you. And they're counting on you to have a very special set of skills. So that you can be a what? A nightmare for something. A nightmare for debt. A nightmare for divorce. A nightmare for low numbers. A nightmare. But at 33% and 63% and 70%, you ain't a nightmare for nothing. You got a special set of skills, but you're not producing, you're not using it in every single area of your life. Some of y'all health is whack. Some of your relationships are horrible because people are counting on y'all. And if your health ain't right, how long you gonna be here? I almost died in 2012. I thought I had cancer. I had dropped down to 150 pounds from 200. And I was so depressed, I was so stressed. You know, I didn't say I wanted to kill myself, but I said I really didn't care, I'm just drinking. I didn't care. I thought I was done, I thought I had cancer. Went to the doctor, said, look like you got lymphoma. My wife just cried. Wasn't even thinking about being a nightmare. Wasn't thinking about who was counting on me. Wasn't thinking about none of that. I'm just saying to myself, I'm working, I'm making stuff happen. The doctor came back in, he said, well, you don't have lymphoma. I was like, good. I said, what I got? He said, you got sarcoidosis. I was like, give me a pill, like a shot, give me something. He said, there's no cure for it. Even right now, I wake up every day, my body is aching. And in spite of that, I still gotta be a nightmare. Because now I realize that people are counting on me. And some of y'all are just too comfortable because you think you sold this and you did that. But life is not one dimensional. And if you don't take the time and get every important area in your life, you won't be a nightmare for the people or the person that you wrote down on that paper that's counting on you.
I think that we definitely needed that motivational boost, and I know I felt it. Got a little teary-eyed at the end because it hit real close to home.
Just still didn't figure out why I go as hard as I do, because when you've slept in Starbucks at the airport, not one night, but 2 nights, not one day, I did it for 2 years while I was on the road building.